Okay, part seven. So, the security guard at the Dubai International Airport. By the way, when I spent some time there, I felt the presence of the Lord. It was good to go into the prayer room. I went into the prayer room, and there was another individual somewhere here in Florida who, after I shared that, I was at Dubai and the Dubai International Airport, you could feel the peace of God there. And she said she also felt like this niceness, this, what I want to say, um, she also felt the difference in the atmosphere. So I'm not the only one that felt it. She said she felt the same thing too when she went to the Dubai International Airport. So, um, so the security guard, he helped me to know that I couldn't stay there, following the airport protocol. But he was very gracious there because when I went during the day, especially to get the Wi-Fi, um, and I just couldn't stay like that long or something like that. I saw that he was a man that God was with him, that he just didn't want me to be, I guess, in any trouble, and I didn't want any trouble. And so the Holy Spirit, at one point, it's like he was just there, and I'm right like this by the area, by the entrance or exit area, and it's like the Holy Spirit just turned me out, like helped me to see him in time so I wouldn't have any problems. So God was with me. And I have to say that about the airport experience that I had. And what came to me too is great peace have they that love thy law. And then you have someone who's prayerful, and if you are sincere about your prayers to God, he hears the broken and the contrite heart. So um and then I was able to get more rest when I was at the hotel um in Dubai than I'm able to get rest in Florida. Or yeah, uh, that's pretty much the one of the differences too. And I felt like I belonged there. I saw someone who looked like a relative of uh, someone I knew in Jamaica. Like he was working there, and then also um, the chicken mac booze that was at the airport. It reminded me of the Jamaican curry dish, except they put peanuts and bay leaf and the dried lemon in there. So um, I thought, hey, this is it. But I wasn't getting through with the job, and I perceived that it was because of whatever, you know, with Officer James Johnson in the USA, and this fight for me to probably not have a job or whatever it is. Because the in one of my videos I did share that someone shared with me at the Broward Defender's Office that she basically um, lost her good paying job, was arrested unjustly. I believe she served time too, and she was crying, and she lost her good paying job, but she was able to get another job. And I believe she felt it was not fair. But she was also with brown skin melanin like me. So this is something that they, I guess, do to females or people with melanin and they're female down here in Florida. So I was happy in Dubai, and I must say that you the in the UAE, I believe there are men who they may not have the Emirati citizenship, but they are there like probably a work visa. And I believe some of them, if not many of them, get on board with the leader and the rules there and following through, and um, based on what I've seen and experienced. So I've seen the difference. Um, and um, one of the things that I must say, just um, it's good, and to God be all the glory. So I had to come back to the USA, and one of the things the security officer of the airport mentioned to me that I was welcome. He said, "You're welcome here." So, but I got my ticket and I had to go back to the USA. I didn't want to go. I cried because I didn't want to leave, and came back to the USA. I needed to get some things out of the way, anyways. So the court case was dismissed in what, May 2025. But during that time, downtime, not working, I sought the Lord and I asked God if He would have wanted my God given spouse and I to go to the UAE during 2017. And I was led to Second Kings 8. You can read 1 to 6, and Second Corinthians 6, verse 2. So that helps me to know, in God's eyes, how He perceived, of the UAE for me. And then when I learned about my ancestry,